Wait a minute. I've seen spoilers for quite some time that says Sam chooses herself. I thought it was a terrible lie because a few weeks back I saw it on Celebrity Dirty Laundry and that other trash site. And I was thinking to myself, well, they're usually wrong, so whatever. However, this week I've seen that reliable sources have confirmed it to be true. What? You mean to tell me that I've had to sit through months of this terrible circle of a triangle just for Sam to choose herself? This is some bullshit. Let's be real, the triangle was dead upon arrival since they want to have Sam be out of character in order to placate to a certain fan base. For me personally, the story ran cold the night that Drew brought Sam home and asked her that first time if she believed he was Jason and the other guy was the imposter. We the fans already knew what Sam's answer would have been had she responded honestly. Anyway, as you know, the scene played out with Drew answering the phone as Sam had a flashback to Jason. However, what I would have liked to have seen is Drew get off the phone and look and Sam is gone and she shows up at the PCPD as Jason was behind bars instead of us getting Liz bitch preaching the gospel of Franco. I already know in my head how the dialogue would have went. If they would have made that small adjustment, the storyline would be completely different right now. This story was not at all scandalous. It is messy because there are feelings involved and legal issues, but I was so thirsty throughout most of it wondering where's the juice? JaSam didn't heat up until after that Killy event. It's a shame that they chose to write Sam the way they did in order to promote a couple that's a non-factor. Finally, yesterday after months, Sam was able to sit and listen to Jason discuss how it was for him to wake up in that clinic, for him to fight his way out and realize that 5 years had passed. Also, Sam made the connection that they were both in New York at the same time. These JaSam scenes were long overdue and I am so thrilled that we finally have them. Jason and Sam is one of the best daytime couples that I have had the privilege to watch. Like myself, I know that there are other fans who are glad that we were able to see them from the beginning. I am still so thankful that Steve Burton is back in the role of Jason Morgan, playing it in a way that only he can, and his presence fully completes the other half of JaSam. I really did try to accept the new version of him, but it just didn't click for me. The nail in the coffin when it came to new JaSam is when they tried that bootleg Run to Me. It is burned into my memory as one of the worst recreations of history I have ever seen. I've heard on social media that there will be an almost kiss between Jason and Sam. Almost! That needs to be made into an absolute. I know and appreciate that Jason and Sam could play the hell out of a slow build, but my patience is damn near deceased. I love that Jason is so loving and supportive of whatever Sam chooses to do, but I want to see her just as supportive of him again. Since the duo will be returning to Port Charles, I'm not looking forward to the return of sad scenes. I was so enjoying not seeing them together. Soon, Drew will be inspired to look into his past. It's about time, but really? You have to be inspired in order to take interest in your own life? Whatever, it's about time though. Drew is still canceled until he changes his attitude towards Jason and fixes his mouth to say thank you. How long do you think it'll take for JaSam to share another kiss? I was hoping it would be before now. The last kiss we got was New Year's and that was almost 5 months ago. I mean, they haven't even hugged yet. Many fans, myself included, was hoping that something more would happen in Switzerland, but I think pretty much everyone is satisfied with the direction that their scenes have taken. I don't think another kiss will take place until after Sam has removed her wedding ring and decided to end her marriage to Drew. You know, the ring that Drew bought with Jason's money? With that being said, since Sam is going to choose herself, does that mean that she's going to choose to divorce Drew and have a fresh start? Fingers crossed that it does. I'm just ready for Jason to receive some love in the afternoon. Going forward, I want to see more romance between JaSam. Come on, Jason has been in a drought for 5 years. Too bad Molly isn't as romantic as she used to be. She could set them up for another night of romance. Another question I have is, when do you think JaSam will reunite? End of summer, November sweeps? Some even think that it might occur in 2019. If that's the case, somebody needs to put me to sleep right now. Also, what are you looking forward to most and what are you wanting to happen between JaSam? As I said, I want to see Sam show more love and support towards Jason. Some sad fans said that Sam looked frigid towards Jason in their scenes yesterday. That doesn't bother me because for months Sam has been looking one way yet feeling another. Those feelings of passion for Jason are just bubbling beneath the surface. She's not going to act on them because she's just not ready. That's why I understand why she's choosing herself, yet it's so frustrating because this should have been done months ago. Also, I want Sam to fully acknowledge that she was only with Drew, only has feelings for Drew because she believed he was Jason. Their whole relationship is based and supported by that single fact. She believed that this man was the love of her life and she was all in as soon as she heard that. Sam dismissed it when talking to Jason back in December, claiming that it didn't matter. It absolutely matters. That beat needs to be played. Sam might even need to forgive herself for not realizing that this man wasn't the love of her life. As we all know, she did mention that the connection between them wasn't there and that she didn't understand why she wasn't able to talk to him, which in hindsight was major foreshadowing of what recently unfolded between Sam and Drew. However this story continues to move forward, I hope that fate continues to intervene and get my faves back together. Whether fate's name is Carly, Danny, Spinelli, I don't care. Give me my JaSam, cause my patience is on his deathbed. Come on, GH, move it along, get my booze back together. I just finished editing my footage from last night, but before I post it, I want to talk about Sam's scenes today with Maxie. Sam told her that she's thinking about stepping down from Aurora and that the company was Drew's dream and not hers. Well, duh. Anyone who knows Sam knows that she is not the type of woman to sit behind a desk. She hates office work. Apparently, at some point, and I'm not sure how, but the sad fans heard something completely different. They're upset because Sam is claiming Drew forced her into working at Aurora. Hold up, who started this crap ass lie? The words forced was not used by Sam, as she said that she wants to go back to being a PI. It's work that she loves and she's good at it. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's like we're watching two different versions of General Hospital. Where is this other version? I can't find it on demand. I don't see it on Hulu. Where is it? I even saw them bring up the toxoplasmosis storyline to further their claims that the writers are rewriting Sam. Nuh-uh, y'all got it twisted again. Everything between JaSam up until SB's return has been a rewrite. They stripped and watered down such an iconic couple because the actor they hired to play Jason Morgan had big shoes to fill and he fell in them. I heard that it was not only by the writer's request that he played the character to be more like Jason Quartermain, but also DreAm, he didn't understand the role of Jason, which essentially means he really didn't know how to play the character right. I remember when Sam had toxoplasmosis, she did go on a rant to Drew about Sunny, but she wasn't in the right frame of mind. Now when Sam got better, when did she tell Drew that she wanted him out of the mob? When did she tell Drew that she just could no longer handle a dangerous life? Can someone please provide me the receipts? Because I have never heard Sam say that Jason was too dangerous for her. I've only heard that stuff from Alexis and Drew, who don't approve of her former life. This is just Sadster's upset that the dream is dead. We tried to warn them, and for some reason they believe Sam and Drew is a super couple.
What?
How? They only came into existence 5 months ago with little to no history. And this chemistry you all speak of that's between them, I have not been a witness to. Now that Sam is no longer being used to prop the flop, she is getting back and being restored to the character that we have all known and loved for years. I know that Sam needs more time to gain her independence, but I still want JaSam. In the meantime, I'll be making funeral arrangements for my patients as it's now on life support. I'll finish with this. I don't even argue with folks on Twitter anymore. I don't want to argue, and I don't care if we disagree as long as we're able to have a civil conversation. But folks want to sit there and bulldoze you with name calling and harassing you in the comment section. I wanted to jump on this post so bad, but I practiced my scroll and roll. I strongly disagree with the statement that Drew put Sam and the kids first and Jason never has and he can't. Someone always brings up 2012 and how Jason left to meet Bernie. They must have missed the fact that Jason's first reaction was to stay with his family. Yeah, it was. Sam understood that it was his job. She knew it wasn't going to change. She didn't ask for it to change, and she told him to go handle his business. Why should Jason have to give up his job? Would he make Sam give up being a PI? Jason gave Sam fair warning about the life that he lives. He tried to dissuade her that night that she told him that this is more than friendship. But Sam made the choice to be with Jason anyway. She planned to have children with him. So who are you really mad at? As far as Jason choosing Sonny over Sam, Sonny is Jason's employer and business partner. Bottom line being, work is work. Jason having to jump up and take care of business can happen with any type of career choice he would have made. And Jason has put Sam over Sonny many times, even prior to their relationship. When Sam was pregnant, Jason constantly butted heads with Sonny and his ego just to make sure that Sam's choices were honored and that she and baby Lila were properly taken care of. And why did he do that?
I'm loyal to Sonny, but that does not mean that I can't see when he's wrong, Sam. And right now he's not being fair to you, and I'd like to be.
Since we've known of Drew's existence, he's done nothing but put himself before Sam, putting his needs above her own, just like he did when he walked the hell up out that penthouse, leaving his ring behind. Let's go back even further to when Drew said no more risks, no more living on the edge, no more Bonnie and Clyde. Did he talk it over with Sam first? Or what about when he bought Aurora? Did he first run that by Sam? Or what about when he pressured her to choose him as the real Jason? Did he care about backing his wife into a corner? I could go on and on about how Drew puts himself first before Sam and how she's left to be his wet nurse. At the end of the day, and even though my patience needs to be resuscitated, Sam has to choose Sam McCall first before she can choose the man who gets her all the way to her toes, Jason Morgan.
I'm going to tell you about this new 9mm I like for you. It's ultra light.
Ooh, that's sexy.
It has a non-slip handle.
That is hot.
So when you're dangling off a building, you're never going to drop your gun again.
Oh, that is the most romantic thing I've ever heard.